The Tyranids have managed to shoot down an invading Spacewolves drop pod. As the surviving Marines begin to untangle themselves from the burning wreckage, they take stock of the casualties and next their surroundings. They are well off course from their designated target, but will this crash spell the end for them, or will they be able to fight off their attackers and prevail? Hello and welcome to Semi-Historical Wargaming. We're here today with a 300-point game of Grimdark Future Firefight Tyranids vs. Spacewolves. The Tyranids have one Tyranid Prime and two Tyranid Warriors, all armed with punchy bioweapons and punchy melee, against the Spacewolves, two Assault Brothers, one Captain, and one Terminator waiting in orbit. There are 5 objectives placed across the map, and the player holding the most objectives by the end of 4 rounds wins the game. But without any further ado, let's get into the battle planning. Hello, I am the Spacewolves player today, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous for this fight, because all of his units are tough 3, have really goddamn strong melee and strong shooting, so my plan is just to keep my little fellas hidden and try to advance up and take as many objectives as I can, and beat them to death in melee.
Hello everybody, it's me, Mark Black. I'm playing as the Tyranids, and my plan is to eat some Space Marines. I don't have a plan. It's gonna be to kill Dylan. It's gonna be easy. I'm gonna destroy him.
Hey man, I didn't have a plan either, I just made shit up.
Shut up, nerd!
Okay.
The turn starts with just us moving our little guys up onto our home objectives, although unfortunately the Spacewolves get a bit careless and move one of their assault intercessors directly out of cover and into line of sight, and gets absolutely blown off the face of the earth by a heavy venom cannon shot. First blood drawn. A fairly uneventful first turn, but blood has been drawn and the Spacewolves have paid for it. The hive mind rejoices. Is this a sign for things to come for the Spacewolves, or with their incoming Terminator support will they be able to seize the field? Finally, the Terminator support arrives on the objective, moves forward and begin working to clear away the Tyranid infestation.
How much do you want to bet that I'm going to roll 3 ones? 3 shots, hitting on 3?
An overall successful volley from the Terminator, hitting 2 out of 3 shots. However, it is not enough to chew through all 3 wounds on the Tyranid warrior, and in response, it unleashes a hail of spine rounds. Fortune smiles upon the Tyranids today, as the hive mind strikes 3 out of 4 shots, absolutely crippling the Terminator and knocking him to his knees. Unfortunately, not even the fearless and undauntable Terminator is able to pierce through the verminous Tyranid scourge, and the point remains firmly within the Tyranid's iron clutches.
I f***ing called it, guys! All of his shots hit, and I rolled all fails, so now my Terminator is stunned.
You got 2 hits.
Alright, Johnny Tyranid here again, and basically Dylan dropped in his Terminator on the kind of objective we're all battling over, and he did well. He did 2 damage against one of my Tyranids. Unfortunately though, I rolled really well with the twin spine gun and actually took him out and stunned his Terminator. And right now my Prime is in a perfect position to just go around the corner and eat his ass. And then I don't really know if he can do much after that, because basically that's 3 objectives for me on the 3rd turn, and I just have to not somehow die, which I don't even think is possible in the 4th round. So yeah, things are looking pretty good for the Tyranids.
Seizing the opportunity, the Tyranid Prime rushes around to finish off the Terminator.
So he's dead.
In a fit of rage not tempered by his intelligence, the Space Marine captain rushes around the corner in an attempt to avenge his fallen brother.
2 hits, hitting on...
He manages to deal a wound, but it is not enough to stop or even slow the Tyranid Prime's advance.
Alright, so...
On the other end of the field, the final assault intercessor takes a shot from one of the Tyranid warriors, but he is not dead yet.
Well, unfortunately, I have failed, like, every single save that came my way, so I think it's pretty much a rout for the Space Marines here. I'm going to just try to retreat them off the board edge to save their honor in some capacity. Maybe they'll live to fight another day in censure.
But mostly it was the dice, because I just rolled really well, and really just kind of... That's kind of vulgar for YouTube, isn't it?
Yep.
Oops.
In a final vain attempt to escape the field, the Spacewolves captain makes a run for the table edge, but he is unfortunately cut down in a hail of bioweapon fire. He will not be living again to fight another day in censure, and falls beneath the Tyranids' crushing onslaught. But on the other end of the field, things begin to look up. The final assault intercessor, managing to gather himself from his previous shot to the chest, stands up and charges into the final Tyranid warrior, managing to roll 2 6s, which double into 4 hits. And he manages to kill the Tyranid warrior. A final Pyrrhic victory and a piece of vengeance for the fallen brothers this day.
So, in conclusion, the Spacewolves got their asses absolutely handed to them on a silver fucking buggy platter, and the Tyranids absolutely ate that shit up. So, anyway, it was a pretty fun game nonetheless, but I'll admit, I was a little disappointed by how many ones I rolled, but you know what? Dice tell stories, you can't win them all, and at least I had that fun win at the end with, Brother Chadius wiping one of the Tyranid warriors.
Alright, it's John Tyranid here for one last update. And basically this is one of those games that you hope doesn't cause any long-lasting family feuds. Because I hope my relationship with my brother survives this.
Oh, God, this Kit Kat's so f***ing tasty.
Thanks, Dylan.
You're welcome. Anyway, I'm gonna go beat his ass now.
The game really was one-sided. We had some rough patches with the rules where we didn't know what was going on, but basically I won the dice roll for objective placement, and I got to place the objectives closer, so I had immediate advantage. Capped 2 of them really quickly. The third one I actually never capped because I fucking forgot to, and just wanted to kill Dylan, and completely forgot that he actually contested it in the third game. So I did kill his leader, but I only won by 1 objective. And Dylan's Spacewolves did have one final redemption with his guy on the left flank managing to actually stun my Tyranid, which is pretty impressive considering he was at a full 3 health. Anyway, I think it was a fun game for me anyway.
Imagine you shoot a man with your last bullet, and he stands there, unfazed!
Yeah, so it's nice that he had one badass moment where he got to kick ass, but my bugs, they did eat good. They're eating good this game.
I mean, define good, they kind of got a mouthful of, like, you know, the most...
It's like most of your...
bitch.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. But yeah, anyway, it was a good game. We haven't played this in a while, and I really like one-page rule firefight because it's just a fast game. This was like less than an hour to play, and that's with the with us recording updates. So really good game for me. I had fun.
I also had fun, man. Don't make it sound like I'm assaulting bitch over here.
He also had fun. Dylan had fun too. But yeah, we'll probably make another video like this again. Thanks for watching.
Jesse, we need to